$4,191, $4,818, $6,081, and $7,550 as it pertains to Social Security and seniors. But what do these dollar amounts mean? That's a really good question and exactly what I'm going to explain for you here in the video, as I have all the details and the full breakdown, so let's get into it and talk about what's going on. First off, can I ask a huge favor of you? Please make sure to like the video with the big thumbs up button right down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Also, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so with the big subscribe button right down below the video. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate you, and let's get into it and talk about all these dollar amounts. So check this out. Do you think that seniors right now over the last several years have been struggling financially? That is not a trick question. I think we all completely agree that yes, the answer is ubiquitously yes across the country. Everybody is struggling financially, and like I've said so many times before in other videos, seniors, low income, fixed income are really feeling the pinch because obviously your income hasn't budged for the most part with the exception of the cost of living adjustment or COLA, but that, as we know, does not even keep up nearly as much as price increases have been going up. However, let me share with you a bunch of different numbers here and those dollar amounts that I gave you at the beginning of the video. So according to a recent survey or study, the Consumer Expenditure Survey, basically this is conducted by the BLS, which is the Bureau of Labor Statistics, to see how much money are households spending right now. Right now, the average household is spending on a monthly basis $6,081. That's nuts, right? That's a lot of money that the average household is spending on a monthly basis. That is incredible. However, that's the average household. But if we just look at households that are aged 65 and older, right now, the average household who's 65 and older is spending $4,818 a month on average. That's the average 65 plus household. However, get this as well. The average household who is age 65 or older has an annual income of $50,290. In my opinion, that seems pretty high. I mean, that seems way more than I thought it would be. I would have guessed significantly below that, but that is the median income, again, for a household of 65 and older. But how much is the average household of 65 and older actually collecting on a monthly basis? That's $50,290 divided out across the 12 months. $4,191 is how much these households are collecting. So in other words, basically every single penny that a household of age 65 or older is collecting from Social Security or whatever other sorts of income that they're getting is all going straight out the door in expenditures, right? So as you can see right there in that report, that is nuts. So in other words, seniors, Social Security beneficiaries, people living on a fixed income are literally spending every single penny plus some on a monthly basis when it comes down to their expenditures. It's a lot of money that is not being, utilized to being saved or stored away in the event that something comes up, a major expense or a health scare or whatever it happens to be, a car repair, a home repair, medical bills, literally anything. It doesn't matter. Basically what's happening is that every penny for a fixed income, a senior right now is basically being siphoned away on a monthly basis due just to living expenses. Not like, hey, let's go buy a big screen TV this weekend. No, that is definitely not the case. But rather, hey, I gotta pay for my medical bills. I need to put some food on the table. I need to pay the rent or the mortgage. I need to pay the utilities. I need to pay my Medicare Part B premium, right? Yeah, like that. Pay for prescriptions and glasses and dental and everything else out there that costs money every month. It's a lot of money that's going out the door, right? Now get this as well. The average household, again, 65 plus, is spending $7,550 a year on medical. That's, a pretty big number. That's a huge percentage of somebody's income. If the average household, by the way, is earning $50,290 a year is their annual income for a household of 65 plus, and $7,550 of that on average is being spent on medical, that's like, I'm trying to figure the math out really quickly. That's like what, 14-ish%, 15% maybe, something like that? Yeah, 15-ish% of somebody's income is being spent on medical. That's a lot. That's a lot of somebody's income that's being spent on medical when their income is already very limited, right? So that's nuts, okay? Now, again, remember this much as well. Just want to throw this out there really fast. I'm not sure if this is calculated into all this, but if the average household has an income of $50,290, just remember this much as well. If that couple is receiving Social Security, If it's well, whether it's an individual or a married couple, it doesn't matter. But if that's the case, if they're receiving Social Security, their Social Security benefits are now taxed as well because their income is above the thresholds. That's nuts as well, okay? I don't think that's considered into the calculation of monthly expenditures, but maybe it is. I just doubt that it is, okay? So that's another thing that comes in and, siphons some of that money away. So the whole talk out there that seniors and fixed income are, struggling, you hear both sides of the story. Sometimes you see the reports out there that are like, oh, seniors are really struggling right now, fixed income. And we all come in and say, yep, that's the truth. It's not that hard to figure out. And then, of course, you see other people out there that are saying, oh, no, seniors and fixed income are positioned financially better than ever right now. And we keep saying, no, that's an illusion. Just look at the real situation. Look at the reality. So anybody that's trying to get you to believe that seniors are doing fine right now, no, it's absolutely an illusion. It's a mirage. It's not a thing. It looks great from a distance, but nope, not the situation. And all you have to do is look at a report like this, like the one that I shared to you here in this video, and you can clearly see that's not the reality. Look at the situation of seniors. They're spending everything. Now, again, this could be across the board on any fixed income beneficiary. We could be talking about Social Security retirement. We could be talking about SSDI. We could be talking about survivors and spousal or SSI, VA beneficiaries. It literally does not matter. Fill in the blank with whatever group you want. You're going to see very similar results. The numbers will be different. The dollar amounts of expenditures, the dollar amounts of monthly income, of annual income, things like this. These are all different, but it's all the same picture. Expenditures are meeting or are at parity of incomes, right? I mean, we see the same thing across the board. It literally doesn't matter. You could be looking at somebody earning 10 grand a year, 20 grand a year, 50 grand a year, like in this situation, in this example here in this article. You could be looking at households that have $100, $150, $200,000 of income a year. Sounds like a ton. There's no possible way they could be struggling financially, right? No, look at all the numbers. Their expenditures match their actual income. It's nuts. I've seen the reports. It doesn't matter. The only place that you kind of get ahead of all this is if you get out into the very, very, very high income, like multiple six figures. And I'm not talking like 200. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a million plus. Those are the households that maybe have a little bit of a spread between expenditures and actual income. But you have to get way up there, way up there in the multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars of income before you even see that. But people that are earning, households that are earning 100, 150, 200, it's the exact same situation as what you'll see with somebody earning $10,000. Same thing. Expenditures are just more, right? So anyway, now the argument could be as well is maybe the higher income have a little bit more discretionary spending, which I would say yes, absolutely, that is definitely a thing. Whereas the lower income households, the fixed income, not as much discretionary or like any at all. It's all necessity spending. Healthcare, utilities, housing, transportation, medical expenditures, prescriptions, all stuff like that, food, all those types of things. So anyway, I want to share this report with you really quickly. I found it to be helpful. I like to read stuff like this just to have a better glimpse on what's going on, especially with a big report like this that comes out. It's always nice to read into the statistics just to see where's the population sitting right now. Well, you can clearly see from this report, it's pretty obvious where the population is sitting right now. It's not good financially. But again, I don't need to tell you this. We've been dealing with it for all these years now. It's just like, pretty standard at this point. It's like not surprising whatsoever. It's not shocking at all. So anyway, I hope this helps you. Please leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Again, like the video, thumbs up button down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel as well. Totally free to do so with the big subscribe button down below. Otherwise, check out the other videos here on the channel. Nearly 5,000 in the video library. I've hand selected some very popular videos for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. And right now showing up on your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Thanks so much. Take your selection now, and I'll see you again in just a minute. Thank you so much for watching. Again, really appreciate you. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Have a